kulikuwa na kunguni. She was naked and I opened the door to her mom. I used to go back home and cry. Like I could cry and cry and cry. The devil in me woke up. Hello my beautiful and gorgeous friends, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new here, my name is Vanessa, also known as Nessa Naima. Thank you so much to all my returning subscribers. Thank you so much for the love. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Please hit that subscribe button so you can join the latest family on YouTube right now. So guys, I'm back again with one of your favorite videos. You already know I'm back with a story time. Yes, you heard me right, I'm back with a story time, guys. Most of you have been DMing me saying that you miss my story times, and I figured why not. As of now, I just want to get ready, do my makeup, put on my wig, because I have a shoot at 3. It's currently 12. I don't know if I will make it to record and to also do my makeup and to also speak at the same time, but at least my wig is already ready. I already prepped it. I don't know what I want to do, but we'll see as the video goes on. Please don't forget to like this video because you already know it's going to be lit. Anyway, I missed you guys. I also missed doing this story time so much because I love talking to you guys, even though sometimes I feel like it's so abnormal or it's just so weird talking to myself on the camera. I just love talking to you guys. I do this for you guys and you guys really appreciate my efforts, and that's why I'm doing this for you. And before I begin, guys, please, there's no room for judgment on this channel. Anyway, let me put on my wig and then we can start from there. I decided to also do my eyebrows because, like I said, I don't want to be late. But yeah, welcome to my story time. So guys, today I'm going to be telling you about how I started living alone. Like basically just how I became independent. This is such a funny story, guys, so please be sure to grab your popcorns and stay tuned. Please make sure to watch this video till the end because, guys, you cannot afford to miss any part of this. Also, as usual, I'm not going to be mentioning everything that I'm using for my makeup. Comment down below if you would want me to do a separate video on that, but as of today, this is all that you'll get. So guys, a little background story. So after high school, I used to see this girl. I used to date this girl. For the purposes of this video, let's call her Marie. So after high school, I used to see this Marie chick, and she was so nice to me. We actually met when I went for church camp, which was not like church camp. Like our parents used to think that we are going for a camp, but ni zile camp za kwenda then mnarudi home. It's like mafundisho somehow. I don't know how to say it. So yeah, I met this girl Marie. Tumesema tunamuita Marie ama Anna? Marie. So I met this girl Marie, and from then we just started hitting it off, and we were really vibing, so we became very good friends. I'm just telling you this background story because it's going to play a very huge role. So I was just dating Marie for a while, and for me, my grandma was so strict, so it used to be camp, then back home, camp, then back home. Like she knew time in camp in Aisha, and she gave me, like, I don't even remember, maybe 30 minutes to get home. So yeah, that used to be my life for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. We went for that camp, and finally the camp was over. So I didn't have an excuse to go outside anymore because it used to be camping. And I used to fear my grandma so much because unasikianga moto ya kuotea mbali. I think you guys already know this from my previous story times. So anyways, I didn't have an excuse to continue going out after the camping, so we stopped seeing each other for a while. But it reached a point I was so jealous, and I really wanted to experience this outside life, because all my friends, they used to tell me they are going to a club, they are going sijui wapi, they are going to hang out, but Mimi, I wasn't allowed to do all those things. Maybe because also I was not such a good girl. Like, hey guys, nilisumbua. Simnajua tu vile nilisumbua from my previous story time. Nilisumbua sana. So basically it's like I was grounded after high school. So one day I just decided, kambaya mbaya. And my grandma had warned me, like she had warned me, if I ever go out and stay late, that will be the end of me, literally. So anyway, this day Marie called me, and she was like, Matthew, she's calling me na simu yenye nimeficha. Like no one at home knew that I had a phone. So she calls me and she's like, do you want to go to Reza's? I was like, I'm not allowed to go, blah 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 blah. But my grandma wasn't home that day. So I spoke to my aunt. I told her, what? Akikava for me, naenda tu tao kidogo and then narudi. Guys, see, we went to Reza's. We went to Reza's. At that time we were drinking, I think, Chrome. Chrome. Nimetoka mbali Chrome. So yeah, we went to Reza's and I met all her friends, and it was such a fun night. Before that, I used to go during the day without anything, like bila rashida, bila anything. I used to go and I come back home. I just pretend I'm from hanging out with my friends, blah blah blah. So on this specific day, it was so much fun, and all our mutual friends were there. Like I couldn't afford to miss it. Peer pressure. So I put my phone on airplane mode, and we decided to party the whole night. So my grandma is calling me, everyone from home is calling me. I'm so drunk and I'm in such a noisy place, such that I could not pick up the phone. So nikaacha tu slide. Hey guys, that was the worst mistake I could have ever done. Like, hey, imagine I didn't pick up the phone for the whole night, and mark you, they knew that there's no way I can sleep outside. Like there's no way I can test my grandma's demons. So probably I think they thought maybe something bad has happened to me, because how comes I'm not picking up the phone? Plus they didn't know that I was still seeing this girl, so that's why they didn't call her. They thought that me and this girl, we broke off, me and Marie, so they didn't call her. And even if they called her, the plan was to say that she aliniacha kama nimepanda mat. Sorry guys, it's so hard to multitask when I'm doing this cat crease. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna scam. So I didn't pick up the phone the whole night. I didn't respond to any messages. Basically, I did nothing. This is where I went wrong, because honestly, I could have just picked up the phone and said that I'm at my friend's place and it's late and there's no way that I can come back home right now, or just say anything instead of not picking up the phone. So the next day, I'm dying with hangover. Nikaenda home. I told my grandma, first of all, before going home, I texted her, and she was like, stay where you are, don't even come here. But I think it's just out of tantrums. She was just like, and also mimi nilikuwa naogopa kwenda home, because honestly guys, that would have been the end of me. Plus I was 17 years old. I was feeling like I'm a grown up, like I should be allowed to go to these things. So I didn't see a big deal. But guys, let me tell you, this is how I started living alone on this specific day. Because when she told me just stay wherever you are, I knew akona hasira. I knew for a fact. I knew she was going to kill me, literally, if I go to that house, because it was not such a good time in our lives at that specific time. Like we were struggling with a lot of things. So now ndio sisi tuna struggle. Na ndio mimi napea shosho yangu stress. First of all, hiyo kutoshika simu, I'm so sure hiyo ndio ilimbo. Anyway, so I did not pick the call. I did not say anything after that message, after being told stay where you are forever and ever. Okay, she did not say forever and ever, but literally she just said just stay where you are, because I think she knew she was going to kill me, and she was avoiding that. Guy, you make tight it too. So I stayed over at Marie's parents' home. That's where I stayed. I stayed there for like 2 days, and then I said, come by and by, let me go home. By now, my grandma ametulia. Guys, I went home. Kwanza nilienda nikajifanya sijui nilikuwa wapi, nikavunjika mkono. I don't even remember what I told her, by the way. I don't even remember the lie that I told her, but of course I did not say that. I was in the club, but I just said a stupid lie. I can't remember. So nikasema sijui nilikuwa sijui wapi. I can't remember. Shosh, if you're watching this, please comment down below. What did I tell you? What did I lie about? And she was so furious. Like, she couldn't believe that I can really test her like that. And Makio, I told you guys that she had warned me that if I ever sleep outside, that will be the end of me, because I was so young. And my grandma is so protective of everyone. Like, plus also I feel like she was a little old school. She is a little old school, and she was scared. That's why she used to be overprotective with us. And that's why we also used to be rebellious, because we wanted to test the outside life. So I went back home. So this is me. And I was like, she asked me, where are you from? I don't even remember what I told her. I just said something so dumb. I'm so sure I said something so dumb that they all knew that I was lying. So she was like, I don't know what she said, but I honestly can't remember how it happened. That she said that she's going to beat me. Hey, and trust me guys, I used to know, like, when my grandma picks up a fimbo, it's over. Like, it's over for me, it's over for everyone around me. Like, she doesn't hear. She used to beat me, like, because honestly, how do you do something like that? I honestly, I feel like sometimes I feel like I deserved all that beating, because if my child ever does that to me, honestly, I will lose my mind. So yeah, akasema ati atani chapa. Hey guys, mimi, I was not ready to be beaten. I called my girlfriend. I told her I'm going to her place because I don't want to stay here, because I'm so scared. Like, literally, I was terrified. I was terrified of my grandma. I knew, honestly guys, if I stayed home, I knew she was going to beat the hell out of me. And I felt like I was too grown to continue receiving beatings, because I was, again, 17 years old. I felt like none of my friends wanatandikwa siku hizi. Plus I felt like I can do this life thing on my own. So I went away. I feel like I'm not telling you this story vizuri, but I think it's because I'm doing my makeup and I'm also in a hurry. Anyway, I went away, and they never heard from me again. Can you imagine? 1 minute you're home, 6 months later people are still looking for you, and you're not saying anything. Like, I went in mute mode, completely mute. I went completely mute. I didn't want anyone looking for me. I changed my number, and all this time I'm at Marie's place. So all the time her mom used to come home, and she would wonder, like, kwani I'm not going home? Like, why am I not going home? Why am I not going home? She used to want to call my grandma, but I used to tell her, tuko sawa. My grandma knows I'm here. Plus, hakuna mtu home. I don't want to stay alone. I'll be bored. I just used to give her all these stupid excuses. So it reached a point that Marie's grandma contacted my grandma. Apparently they used to be friends from long time ago. So she contacted my grandma and told them where I am staying. I'm staying at their home, blah blah blah. My grandma told them the whole story, and that is how wakaniambia nirudi home. But me, I didn't go back home. Marie had friends in the next plot, like the next flat. She had these nice friends. But I still remember them until now. But they waliniokoa sana. Kina Clark, if you're watching this, big up manze. So we went to so I started living with this Marie's friends. But now the down part of it all, of living with them, like I didn't mind anything else, but kulikuwa na kunguni. Hey guys, kulikuwa na kunguni, as in hey, we hata sijui niwaambie, nilikuwa naumwa na kunguni. And then you know what they say, that kunguni haziumangi wenyeji, kunguni naumanga mgeni. Hey, I never used to sleep, imagine, because of the bed bug bites. I never used to sleep at all, but nilivumilia tu. I stayed there. Mark you, this whole time I didn't know anything about life. I was freaking 17. I couldn't get a job. I didn't have an ID. Nilitoka kwetu tu hivyo nikiwa nimesimama nikijifanya I think naenda kwa duka, na hivyo ndo nilienda. I didn't have clothes. I didn't have anything. Basically I had nothing on me, just the clothes that I came with from home, and sasa Marie's clothes, the ones that she used to give me. So anyway guys, I stayed with these guys. There used to be 3 guys, so I used to stay with them. They were really nice, by the way guys. They were really nice. They never tried anything fishy or anything disrespectful with me, so we ended up becoming very good friends. We still are friends till now. We still talk, and they call me celeb. They tell me nishakuwa celeb, but yeah, so I started living with them. Nikazoea kunguni, because honestly I didn't have anywhere else to go. I couldn't go to any of my family members, because definitely they would take me back home, and I started being comfortable. So the worst happened. Marie and I got into a fight. Actually, the mom warned her and told her that if she sees her with me, blah 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 blah. So it now became a police case, because everyone is looking for me and they don't know where I am, not even Marie's mom. But Marie used to sneak away from her mom's place to come and see me and bring me food. Big up Marie, if you're watching this. My first love. Okay, not my first love, but big up to you. You really helped me during that time, as in. But ungeniambianga tu niende home, by the way. Sijui tulikuwa tunaogopa nini. Anyway guys, so the mom warned her and told her that if she ever sees her with me, it's going to be trouble for her, and she threatened her. But hakusikia. She used to come and see me. Mark you, their place, I've told you guys that their place was next door to where I was staying, to this these 3 boys apartment. It was just a simple 2 bedrooms, zile za kitambo. So unajua tu nyumba za kitambo. And then sasa there was a couch, a TV, and I think PS and a DVD at that time. Na sufuria. So unajua tu manyumba za bachelor. So I don't know who sold us out. I don't know who sold us out to Marie's mom, that we are just staying next door. And she came. Guys, trust me, and I'm not even exaggerating. I don't know why this always happens to me, but she came when we were doing the do. Imagine mama ya mtu anakuja kwa nyumba, because she came and we just thought, it's the other guys, they've come from work. So we just opened the door. Nikafungua kwanza mlango, nilikuwa nimevaa towel, and Marie was inside the bed, and she was naked. I don't know why I'm saying this as if it's so normal. Anyway, she was naked, and I opened the door to her mom, And the mom stormed in and she was so furious. I can just remember her face from that day. She was so furious, guys, like literally so furious. She just stormed in and she told Marie to get out and go with her, but Marie was such a kichwangumu, or I think it was love at that time. She refused to go. She said she wants to stay with me, blah 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 blah. But finally, eventually she went back home. And from that day, I never saw her again because I think she was warned, and her mom told her she will kill her if she ever saw me again. Mahugh, the mom, didn't know that I was dating Marie. So when she came and found us both naked, I think that thing really pissed her off, and she was shocked because she was a very dedicated Christian. Like we used to go to church. I used to attend services that she used to lead. It was basically, she used to trust me, like, and by then she used to like me so much. But ever since that day, she never wanted anything to do with me. I could never visit Marie. Tulikuwa tunafanya chini ya maji, like I don't know what to say, guys, but it was just hell. It was hell, and that is how my relationship ended. Fast forward, I started making new friends. And I met this other girl. I met these other girls actually that really helped me. That really helped me because, guys, remember, I didn't have anywhere to go. I didn't want to stay also with these guys for long because sooner or later I knew that men are men. They will start asking me for things that I could not give by then. And even though I was not a virgin, like I didn't want to mix friendship with pleasure, and also I was gay, in short. I was gay. I didn't want anything to do with these guys. So I made other friends and I started staying with these girls. We were staying like I'm so sure one of them is watching this, or all of them actually. We were staying in a bed sitter, 5 girls. Guys, even watu wetu wa home hata wajui story, by the way. We were staying in Umoja, and that is how I started knowing about life. So I didn't have an ID. I couldn't look for a job. I couldn't do basically anything. But I had this friend of mine from high school who we used to look alike so much, and she was older than me. By this time, I think nimesha ka outside home for like 6 months. I've now started seeing how the outside world works, so I'm starting to look for a job. So I told this friend of mine from high school that she should lend me her ID because at that time I was already 18, but I couldn't go back home to pick my birth certificate or anything that will help me get an ID. So I had to use another person's ID, and I started using my friend's ID, and I used to lie to them that my name is Baha. Everyone knew me as Baha because of my ID. Everywhere I went, I used to give out that ID. Georgina, if you're watching this, I don't think you have a problem with me saying that you helped me, but anyway, yeah, she helped me with her ID and we started looking for jobs. So katika harakati za kuishi pamoja, I started meeting mutual friends of this girl that I was living with. So I met this girl and we fell in love. I met this girl and we fell in love, and after falling in love, she took me in. She said that I should go and stay with her. And guys, you think that we were staying in a posh place? We used to stay in not even Pangani. There's Mlango. There's a place called Mlango in Pangani ya Chini. And then there's another stage. There's some hostels there. They are called Beverly Hills hostels, if I'm not wrong. Comment down below if you've ever seen these hostels. But we used to pay 8,000 every month for one room. But before that, I used to stay with her and her roommate, and it was illegal. It was illegal to have visitors sleeping over because they're not paying, blah blah blah. So she used to pay 4,000 and the roommate used to pay 4,000. So it reached a point the roommate was not comfortable anymore with me staying there because she needed her privacy. Maybe sometimes we would get drunk and she wanted to study, so she used to get pissed off. So she went and told the management that let's call, what do we call this girl now? Anne. Let's call her Anne. She went and told the management that Anne usually has someone over every night, and the management came and warned us. Like, they told us it's either we take our own room or I should not be seen in the premises anymore. So we took our own room. Mark you, the mom is the one who's paying for that room, because Anne told the mom that she wants privacy, she wants another room, she doesn't want to share, blah 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 blah, and the mom agreed to pay for her for the other room. I didn't have any source of income. I didn't know anything about life. I wasn't street smart by then. I was just, sometimes I used to cry and wish that I could go back home, but I used to feel like it's too late. Plus I had hopes that I was going to make it, that it was not, there's nothing hard. Plus I had people that I could depend on in terms of if I ever needed somewhere to stay, I knew I had somewhere to stay. So at least that kept me going. So fast forward, I started knowing about life. I started knowing, oh, this is how this and this works. Oh, this is how it should be done. Fast forward, we started looking for jobs. We started looking for jobs, me and Anne. On a serious note, I was looking for jobs even before, but I was not serious. So the first place that we went was Privé. I don't know if you guys remember Privé. It used to be so famous a long time ago. Privé, and they were not hiring. I also remember going to Brew Bistro, basically all the clubs that were famous back then, and all of them were not hiring. Then my sister's mom, my aunt, she had I called her and I told her that I'm looking for a job, and of course by then she was mad at me because I ran away from home and I was just the black sheep of the family by then. So I called her and I told her I'm looking for a job, and she referred me to someone. She told me to go to Hypnotica in Westlands, the one in Nairobi. So we went to Hypnotica in Westlands, and I went with Anne, and they said that unfortunately they're not hiring in that branch, but their Mombasa branch is looking for waitresses. And it was like a dream. It was like a dream for me. Like I was just saying, like, oh my god, wow, I live in Mombasa, I will have a job with the person that I love. Like, why not take the offer? Plus there's nothing we do in the hostel, we just sit and struggle to make ends meet. So we decided, yeah, you know what, let's move to Mombasa. And guys, mark you, all this while I'm using this Georgina's ID. All this while I'm using this ID that is not mine, so I have to lie about my name. Even when I went to apply for this job in Mombasa, I gave out Georgina's ID, and my name was Georgina from them, Georgina Bahati. That was my name from that day. So guys, they interviewed us, and of course we didn't have any experience, especially me. Like, none of us had ever worked before, and we were so tiny. And they had told us that they will give us, before we came from Nairobi, the guy that I was connected to assured us that we are going to be given somewhere to stay. So it was a win-win. Basically, the rent was being paid and we had somewhere to stay. So we met the owner of the club, Hypnotica Mombasa, and he was really nice to us. He used to see us like we were kids. He was really, really nice to us. He was so harsh to other people, and he was so nice to us because I think that he felt like we were so innocent to be working at the club. He He took care of us. He bought for us utensils. He bought for us our first mattress. He gave us a house, Hypnotica, and none of the other people, by the way, were being given this. But then, guys, I've skipped a very important part. When we came to Mombasa, Club Hypnotica was not yet ready to give us accommodation, so we made another friend. Her name was Christine. I don't even know if she's alive by now, so I don't care about mentioning names. But she was staying in sijui kunaitwaje, Kisauni kule chini, like it was so unsafe. I used to be so scared living there. It was just like, it was a ghetto. Like, I don't have anything against any ghetto community, but I'm just trying to tell you guys that I was just wondering when will I get out of this place. And this Christine girl, apparently she was the supervisor to the waitresses or something. She had something to do with that club, so that's how we ended up staying at her place, because our home was not ready. We had to go house hunting and look for the house that we want on a budget. So yeah, we stayed with her for quite some time. She was not bad, she was nice, but so unajua tu kika kwa mtu for long, they start being uncomfortable. So I was just like, oh my god, let's just find a house and this girl can continue living her private life, because I could see that she was really bothered with us being there. Anyway, after house hunting, we found this bed sitter that I'm telling you guys about. It was 6,000 per month in Twapa. And me and Anne started living there. So yeah, Anne and I started living there, and we used to go to work. I used to hate my job. I used to hate that job so much that I used to go back home and cry. Like, I could cry and cry and cry. So we used to go to work at around 4, because we were newbies. We used to go to work around 4 and then leave at around 12, not even 12, leave at around 2 a.m. and then from 2 we can go back home and sleep. So 1 week we have that shift, and the other week we have now from 12 to 6 in the morning. So that used to be our schedule. And guys, I remember crying so much when I was doing that work. We used to cry together because we were so tiny and customers used to bully us sometimes. You know, dealing with drunk people is so hard. Like, I used to cry so much because I was so new to this. I didn't know anything. Like, I see girls at the end of the day wanaenda home na pesa mingi. I was like, what am I not doing? Where are these girls getting the money from? How comes me and don't get such money and we are doing the same thing? Because we were so naive, right? We were so naive. Anyway, it reached a point that the AC started becoming too much for me and also for her, because we used to wear this guys, I wish I can find a picture of what we used to wear in that club when we were hosting. We used to wear this vest crop tops that zilikuwa na mashimo, so upepo inaingia, anything inaingia. Mark you, it's a crop top, and it was so light, and booty shorts. That was the dressing code for all the waiters. So yeah, that's what we used to wear. So ikafika point nikaanza kumwona kifua, and you know, I said, what, me, I don't think I want to work here anymore. Let me just go out and try and find a way to hustle. But the other challenge was that we will not have a place to stay, because the company, if we quit our jobs, the company will take back their home, definitely. So we were really torn between just working there and kuvumilia. Luckily, we made friends with this one of the waiters over there. We made friends with her, and she was really a good friend. Lillian, if you're watching this, thank you so much for being a good friend. Akatuchanua how we can make money in that club. And I don't know if I want to say it or they'll come looking for me years later. Anyway, akatuchanua, and I started stealing from customers. Like if customers are too drunk, I started stealing from them, and it worked for me. Fun enough, I used to go home with so much money. I started loving my job. So we were just stealing from those customers because the salary honestly was 15,000, and then that is 15,000 minus NSSF, minus all those things, minus tax. After all those things, it used to be 13,000 and some coins. So we started stealing, and we used to go home with like 4,000, to be fair, like 4,000, sometimes 3,000 every day, and it was not so bad. Like I started loving my job, Anne started loving her job, and we decided, you know what, let's not quit yet. Let's steal like this until we make enough money to start living on our own. And guys, we stole continuously for 2 months. But the good thing is that we were not stealing from the company, otherwise they will have noticed. We were stealing from the drunk customers, and what we were doing I can't believe I'm telling you guys this. What we were doing, so in that club, the bill wasn't just one bill. Every time you order something, there was a new bill. So what people used to do there, not just us, but so many people who are working there, we used to target a table that is drunk, a table that we are serving. Of course, you'll see your customers if they're drunk, and after targeting them, we used to add some bills to them, like, because honestly when they were paying the bill, they were not going to go through the bill and check. Like for a drunk person, they will not go through a bill and check. And also sometimes we used to be the ones who are calculating the bills for them to pay. So sometimes I used to calculate wrongly and maybe add 2,000 or 1,000, and that's how we made our money. As in, I started wishing that I knew this trick earlier. But yeah, that is how that's how me and Anne moved out from that place. Mark you, all this time we are still dating, we are still together. Yes, we were fighting a little bit, but we knew that we only had each other. All this while, mark you, nobody knows where I am from home. I haven't told anyone. Like, it's been so long since I spoke to people back home. I changed my number. I had even blocked them because I just didn't want issues. Guys, guys, why is it not straight over here? Anyway, yeah, that's how we moved out from that place, and we started living alone, and we just started hustling. I met people along the way that gave us advice. Some people even gave us jobs, but not jobs za kwenda daily, because we had decided we don't want that anymore. And in the long run, of course, after being with Anne for so long, things just didn't work out because we didn't have the same goals in life. Like, our goals weren't aligning. Everyone was growing, so we decided to break up. We really ended on a bad note because I don't know why, but we really ended on a bad note, and everyone started living alone. I don't know if I should end this story here or or I should just continue spilling the tea. Anyway, guys, so let me just tell you the truth. The truth is we ended on a very bad note with this girl, and we were forced to now all of us start living alone. The good thing is that I owned almost everything in that house. Na hizo vitu za nyumba bedhe zilituletea shida sana, but honestly I feel like it was right for me to claim all those things when it came to separation, because when I used to get money, I used to even just money that is just extra money, I used to save, and I used to buy house things. When she used to get money, she used to just do stupid things, lame things. She would go out drinking with her friends. She would come back home drunk and start insulting me. Like, it was just a lot. But I just felt it was right to take my things. Like, I worked hard for those things, so I took my things. And I remember that day. Let me just tell you this story, guys. I remember that day when all this was happening. So I was coming from my friend's place because we had argued with Anne. I had argued with her, and I went to sleep at my friend's place just to breathe. Okay, so I left her with the key and I left her at home. And the next day when I was coming back home, she was not home. So I'm texting her like, I am at home, can you please come and open? Maki, it's raining. I only had a dera on because I took an Uber, so I just wore a dera. Uber ikaniacha hapo nje, and it was raining. So imagine nimevaa dera. I don't have a bra. I only have a thong inside. Nimenyeshewa, so dera inanishika hivi kwa mwili. Everyone is looking at me like, why are you walking like this outside? So I'm trying to call her to tell her to come and open the door, that I want to move out. Yeah, actually I decided that I'm moving out on that day. So I'm telling her to come and open the door. I want to move out. I want to take my things. And she tells me ati siko niko Watamu. And I'm just like, what the hell? Uko Watamu aje, na why didn't you leave the key? And all that. And then I hear these shady friends of hers laughing in the background. As in ilikuwa tu madharau. So me, I decided, you know what? I called this friend of mine that I had slept over at her place. She's even the one who gave me money to move out, by the way. She told me to just move out, and if I want to make it in life, that I cannot continue being with this girl because she had started being so unfocused. I'm so sorry if you're watching this, but honestly, I think you know that I don't care at all. Yes, she was unfocused, and there was no way I was going to make it in life if I continued being with her, because honestly, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. So here she is telling me that ako Watamu, and I'm just there thinking, uko Watamu aje, and ulikuwa tu hapa jana. Anyway, my friend told me to go to the police and just report, or just go to the police so that they can give me the go ahead of nivunje mlango, cause I had already told watu wa kuhama that they should come at a certain time, and I didn't have money to pay extra. So the only alternative is if she's in Watamu, to break the door. And I couldn't break the door without a letter from the police, because that was the rule of that building. So I didn't go to the police at Jotiaji. I was just going for the letter. So this police akanihurumia. I found this madam there, and she really pitied me. Guys, I was really tiny at that time. I was really, really tiny. So Aki akanihurumia, and she was like, huyu msichana kwa Watamu kweli, like, ebu give me her number, we track her before breaking the door. So Simi, I gave out the number. And mtu alitrakiwa ako Nyali. She was just in Nyali drinking with her friends, and me, I'm there, I'm just suffering in the rain. So she was called, and she was told that if she doesn't report home to where we stayed in the next 1 hour, she's gonna face very serious consequences. And I remember the audacity lying to the police that she cannot come to open the door because she's in Watamu. And the police told her, do you know that we've tracked you? Like, uko tu hapa nje. Like, uko tu hapa Nyali na tunaona, na ukitaka tutakukujia kwenye uko. So I think akaingiza baridi, akakuja. So she came with her useless friends. They were so drunk and they started insulting me when I was just packing, removing my things, and they were just there laughing and insulting me. At this time, she didn't know that I was planning on taking everything that belonged to me, everything that I bought with my money without her contribution. I was just fed up. I was planning to take everything. So I'm just there conjuring my clothes, waiting for watu wa lorry, and then this guy shows up. A very huge guy akashow up. Ati is a police. At first I believed. I said, hey, is a police. Okay, I mean, they're just insulting me. I'm not saying anything. But at the back of my mind, I remember thinking, like, why are they bringing for me a police? Like, it doesn't make sense. I've done nothing wrong. But nikanyenyekea too, because I didn't want any more trouble. Makio, I was so tired and I was running out of time because watu wa kuhama, they were so close. So I called my friend, the one that helped me pay the rent. I called her and I told her, you know what, this girl ameniletea polisi, alafu wako hapa wanani insult. Nini. I told her the whole story, and this girl, she was really nice to me. By the way, she's well known in Mombasa. Okay, she's not well known, but she has connections in Mombasa. She told me, hey, wanakuthreaten. Okay, sawa. I gave her my address, and in a matter of 10 minutes, a police Land Cruiser was outside. 2 of them were outside there spectating. Like, they told me if anything goes wrong, I should alert them. So kumbe huyu mtu mwenye walikuwa ameniletea is not a police. Alikuwa bouncer wa hiyo club wenye walikuwa wanakunywa, the club that they drinking in the morning. That guy was just a bouncer there. I think they told him, let's go to Tokpea 1000, blah blah blah. So they came, and for a moment it worked, kwa sababu nilikuwa nafikiria, oh my god, huyu mtu bedhi anakaa polisi, alafu alikuwa amebonda uso. He was not even laughing, he was not even talking to them. So I believed that he was a police. So when the real police came, hey, huyu bouncer akaanza sasa kuniongelesha. Ati, you know, acha nikwambie ukweli, but then me, I'm not a cop. Aki, usiniingishe kwa hizi issues. Sijui wamenipea sijui how much nikuje tu nikushtue. And I remember just laughing my ass off. I was just like, this girl, as in this is someone that I have been with. How long, by the way, had we been together? We had been together like a long while. Like, we had been together for such a long while, and she could do that to me. Like, that's when I said, but then I had decided that I'm going to leave at least some things for her so that she cannot remain homeless, she cannot remain without anything. But after knowing what she had done, and that this guy was not a real police, and after hearing how they were just insulting me, nimenyamaza tu hapo, watu wananitukana, imagine. So I started removing my curtains. She thought maybe I'm just taking the curtains. I removed everything. By that time, watu wa lori walikuwa wamefika. And I told her I'm carrying everything of mine. Hey. No, even before I said I'm carrying everything of mine, I had worn these shoes that she had bought me. Some stupid shoes. As a letter viatu, I think I got 600. She had bought for me as presents. Na zikumbuka zilikuwa silver with some stars. I don't know if you guys remember those shoes. It's ni kama sneakers, but the silver alafu ziko na stars. And I really used to love those shoes. Honestly, I really used to love those shoes. And then I remember her telling me, ati na kwanza utoe viatu zenye nilikubaia. My guys, hapo ndo the devil in me awoke. Like, that is where the devil in me woke up. Nilitoa tu hizo viatu, roho safi. Guys, mark you, I still have the wet clothes because I was really trying to hurry up. Nikatoa hizo viatu zenye alinibaia, na mimi nikamwambia, you know what? I had decided that at least let me leave for you the couch because I don't know where you'll sleep. I didn't want you to sleep on the floor, so I was planning on leaving for you the couch because you had put 10,000 quite in the purchasing of that couch, and I'm not inhuman. Nilikuwa nimedecide ndakuachia, but you know what? I'm not leaving for you anything. Everything that I bought with my own money, I'm taking it. And give me your number. I'm sending you the 10K right now. Your 10K for the, what is it called? For the seat, as in staki maneno, because alikuwa ametoanga 10K. Na mimi nilikuwa nimetoa 28,400. I still remember, by the way. I still remember the price of my first chair. The couch that, actually, it's the couch that I was selling on Instagram. So yeah, I told her I don't want anything to do with you. I just want my things. I don't want trouble. Makisa hiyo polisi wao wamewaacha wako peke yao sasa sahi. Now they are not running their mouths anymore. In fact, all these friends of hers are now trying to be friendly, but I wasn't in the mood for it because the things that they were telling me, they were unforgivable at that time. Anyways, I took everything. So watu wa lori kukuja, literally everything, guys, everything was mine. Like from the curtains, the only thing that was hers was the gas cooker, the 4-burner oven stroke cooker. That was the only thing that was hers. And now the 10,000 for the seats. So I took my seats, I took my curtains, I took my bed, I took my carpet, I took my TV stand, my mesa, everything. I took everything. And I remember looking back at that house when everything was taken, and I was just like, but then I was just living a lie with this girl, because I used to do almost everything, and that's not how a relationship should work. Like, alikuwa amezoea kukaa tu hapo anafanyiwa. I used to hustle my money. When I hustle my money, it becomes our money. And that's how we stopped being friends, and that's how we stopped dating. That's how everyone started living their own lives. And I remember after moving from that house, I didn't go far, but I didn't go far from that house. I just moved like 3 blocks down that line, and I started my life, and I got another job. I met a good man who was really nice to me. I met a very nice guy who was really, really nice to me, and he helped me, and that is how I elevated. Guys, imagine that's the end. That is basically how I started living alone. So yeah, for everyone who usually assumes that I'm a rich kid or I come from a very well-off background, guys, that's a lie. Literally, I have worked my ass off for everything that I have now. It's all been my hard work, and I'm really, really proud of myself. Why do I feel like something is missing with this makeup? Why do I feel like that? Anyway, guys, let me just finish doing my hair, because I'm also running late, and then I'll see you guys when I'm fully dressed, so that I can just close out this video. But I hope you enjoyed the little story time. I'm sorry I have to cut it short, because I'm really running out of time, and I don't want to be late, because I just want to be professional, because this is a very huge and big deal for me. I told you guys I'm going to shoot for an iPhone company, and they're paying me, so I just want to be professional. I don't want to ruin my chances of working with them again. So yeah, let me just finish doing my hair, because I don't even know what I want to do to it, and then I'll see you guys when I'm dressed. So guys, this is the final look. This is how I'm looking. I just decided to wear my hair out like this. Initially I was supposed to hold it up like this, but I feel like I look so basic, and also I want the inches to be seen, baby. Inches. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this little get ready with me plus the story time. Comment down below on a scale of 1 to 10. Do you think I was mtukutu, or that's just how my path was written by God? Anyway, for me, I think that is how my path was written. Anyway guys, I'm running so late. I'm supposed to be in town by 3, and it's now 2:40. Like, I don't know even if I will make it, but already I've called the guy and told him that I'm going to be late. But I'm really happy with the outcome of my makeup and my hair and my outfit. I know you want to see this outfit, but stay tuned for my next vlog. I'm about to show you guys my outfit on the vlog that I'm shooting now, because I feel like it's not necessary to show it here. But yeah, I feel like I look cute. Let's go and chase that bag. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. And if you think I'm interesting, tell your friends to watch me, tell everyone to watch me, so that they cannot miss out. Don't enjoy the vibes alone. By the way, guys, my hair is from Kailash. Most of you usually ask me. This is just my normal hair, but today I've not curled it. I decided to wear it straight, so I just flat ironed it, and I really love the outcome. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Comment down below if you want more story times, because guys, I have so much to tell you guys. Kazi yangu ni kumwaga mtama hapa kwa hii channel. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye bye.